When Jesus is in discourse with Satan, the temptations, it says at one point, "Get behind me, Satan." It's Matthew 16:22-24, and it's when he's talking to Peter. But he is talking about a temptation in some sense. And he says, "Get behind me, Satan." Bit of a blow if Peter takes this personally, of course. He's not meant to. He's meant to recognize what is a temptation, I suspect. But if someone's behind me, I'm not fighting them. They're following me. They're behind me. And they're no threat to me because, I put my back to them. They're not a threat to me. They follow me. Check on those words, 22-24 in Matthew there. In Matthew chapter 16, 22-24. But look at the verses that follow. Take up the cross. Well, it has a deeper meaning than you think. For instance, to give up one's life in this context is not death on some horrific way of dying. It's to completely part from what you identified as yourself before to what you now identify as a child of God. Because the cross is the Holy Spirit come down into you from above. That's the vertical bar of the cross. The horizontal bar is the earth. We're stuck on this two-dimensional surface. Well, unless you go up in an aeroplane or leap into the air, for a moment. That's the cross. The meaning of the cross spiritually is far more significant than some Roman way of killing people to make a public spectacle of them. To take up one's cross is to rise to heavenly places. And it is a death of the old self. We're talking spiritually. You're a new creation, a brand new man. Old things have passed away. I've been born again. More than a conqueror, that's what I am. I'm a new creation. I'm a brand new man. But to come back to my point, which you might think, I didn't know he was at that. To say to Satan, "Get behind me," is not only to tell him to follow me, I'm not following him, but that he can follow me. It's an offer. It's a blessing. You see, we understand God to be a forgiving God who loves us. Do you think he denies it to all the spirits? He is the creator of all. They are created as they are for a reason. That reason has to be good because he is a good God. He forgives. Been listening to a near-death experience of McCormack. What's his first name? Hang on. I'm not sure. I'll leave a space and put it in here. Oh, Ian McCormack. Well, I don't think it's just Christian modesty, but he really was up to his eyes in iniquity before he got rescued, saved. before his near-death experience. It's not a near-death experience, it is a death experience. It's just that he come back again afterwards. And, of course, he now knows that death is not what he thought it could have been. Thank God. And his mum didn't despair. Well, I mean, she may have despaired, poor soul, but she kept on praying for him. Even though he wasn't Christian right up to this experience, she was still praying, even though he was about to die. And she wanted him saved. Of course, her son loves him. And why did he come back after dying? For her sake. He knew he had to come back for her sake. So he says to God, "Oh, well, I will go back. I can't bear the thought of her suffering over worrying that I was not saved, rescued into your well-being. I mean, into your salvation, whatever you call it." So he come back. And of course his ministry was fantastic. Astonishing ministry this chap had. Don't dismiss demons, if you like, Satan, as beyond the pale. My God can do all things. You really think he's going to leave someone to suffer forever? No way. They're suffering for a reason, yes. And they're in the depths of depravity, yes. But the contrast, when they're rescued, it's going to be fantastic, you see. I mean, conceptually, there's no limit to the power and the love of God. That is our God. Well, we're giving glory to him when we think this, aren't we? We're glorifying God. And that's all right. Thank you, Heavenly God. Heavenly Dad, thank you. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Oh, I'd like to add here it was Ian McCormack, so you'd be well advised to check his extraordinary two videos that are available. Just look up on YouTube Ian Mc, that's MC, and then capital C for Cormack, C-O-R-M-A-C-K. Now this is very Pentecostal, I mean absolutely quintessimal, is it? The essence of Pentecostalism. I understand it's in that religious context, but I mean, I didn't realize I was following his testimony until halfway through, I think, something like that, the first of these two recordings. And I know about Ian. Amazing ministry, absolutely astonishing. Fascination, you should follow this. I don't see how you can not be blessed by listening to it, even if it's off the planet as regards your understanding of what religions say should be or shouldn't be or whatever. But really, give it a try. Bless you. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Bear in mind, though, when you do get swept up in listening to those two YouTube recordings of Ian's, Ian McCormack, don't end up worshipping him, right? Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Yes, he doesn't have to be perfectly right to be inspiring, and God just wants to speak to you through him. That's what matters. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Now you want the videos that are by Heather Tesch, Tesch, Heather Tesch. He's done loads of recordings, but you want those two in particular that I was referring to. Yeah, well, anyway, as God leads you, eh? Thank you, Heavenly Dad.